Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? My name is Nolwazi, not a real name. I am a 36-year-old, also speaking woman from the Eastern Cape. I never thought that I'll be sharing this story, but I feel that I have to share this story with someone at least so that I won't go crazy. The confession that I am about to give, it is my attempt to find some relief from the choices that I have made and the mess that I do find myself in, even though I do go to church. But I keep on hearing this small voice that tells me to confess, but I can't confess in front of people that know me, can I? So what happened is that I was in love, madly in love. I was desperate, and now I regret it. I hope that by sharing my story, I can find some way to heal from the darkness that has taken over my life. I met a man whom I'll call Sizwe, not his real name, 2 years ago at a family gathering. He was everything that I had ever wanted in a man. He was handsome, very confident when he was speaking with me. Worst of all, he was very successful. He had a smile that could light up a room and a charm that made my heart to race. From the moment that I saw him, I knew that I wanted him. The problem was that he was not mine to have. He was already married, even though he showed interest in me, but he was a married guy. He had 2 beautiful children, but something about him drew me in. I knew that everything that we were doing, it was just a hookup, another hookup for him, because he quickly grabbed me and he drove with me to this other lodge and we slept together. I even insisted that we were not supposed to use protection, for I wanted to lie to him later on that I was pregnant for him, but he refused. So this was more than a crush to him after he had made love to me. It felt like I was obsessed. It was an obsession. I tried so many times to tell myself that this guy, he was just onto hookups and nothing more. And I tried to keep my distance, but we kept running into each other. He was always polite, always respectful whenever he would come into contact with me, so much that he would leave me confused as to if he really loved me or if he did not love me. I could not stop thinking about him, and I knew that I had to do something, and I did not want to become another girl that he just had a hookup fling with and dumped. I started thinking about using Muti on him, and I used to hear that there were women that were doing this to their lovers. I wanted a powerful sangoma who could make things happen for me, things that would help me. So I returned back home on this other particular trip, and I spoke with my grandma about this issue, but I lied to my grandmother. I did not tell her that this man that I was talking about, this man, he was a married man. I lied as if there was another girl who was destroying our relationship. And then she went with me to this other friend of a friend who was a sangoma, who lived also in the same row of village, but not far from my grandmother's hometown. She was someone who knew a lot of powerful charms and love potions, and there were people that were said to be coming from all over the province to look for her help. So we visited him. It was on a quiet Saturday afternoon, and when we went there, I really knew that this woman, she was going to assist me. The moment that I was inside her mud hut that she used for the consultation, I saw that there were old pictures of people that had came to bewitch their lovers or to bring back their lost lovers. And she was burning this strong incense so much that I wanted to vomit. She then spoke with my grandmother, who explained my situation to her, telling her about this man that I was in love with and the other woman who was disturbing our love and how I wanted him to be mine. She listened, and then she reached for a small bottle that was filled with some liquid, and she told me that it was a love potion, one that was going to make my man to desire me like he had never desired anyone before. She told me that I had to use that love spell in a proper manner, not too much, she said, not too little. Otherwise, it is not going to work. All that you have to do is make sure that when you cook something for him, after you would have prepared the meal, you need to serve the meal cold, not hot. Do not mix this liquid with hot food. So the next time that he was at my place, I made sure that I fixed for him something to eat. So on that day, he kept on telling me that he was starving, he was hungry. Yet I was waiting for the food to get a little bit cold before I mix the food with the muti and give it to him so that he can eat. So he then followed me to the kitchen as he was touching me, kissing me, all of that, and then he grabbed the plate. I tried to tell him to stop it, but he said that he was hungry and he also wanted us to go and make love. So I could not stop him from eating, even though I had mixed the food with the charms, and then he ate everything. I was scared that the more that I refused to give him the plate that was full of food for him to eat, he was going to suspect that there was something that was going on. Over the next few days, I saw that my man, he was now the man that I always wanted him to be. He was always calling me, texting me, wanting to see me at all the times. It was like a dream come true. We kept on dating, and he even told me that he had plans to divorce his wife. But as time went on, until right now, he is someone that is possessive and always obsessive about me. He is scared that I will be making love to other men when he is not around me. Sometimes when I go to church, what he does is that he go and he buy his alcohol. Then he will find somewhere to park his car just almost in front of the church gate while he is waiting for me. When I ask him why he does that, he says that he is scared that once I get out of church, maybe there will be another man that will be waiting for me. I do not like his behavior at all. Like sometimes it terrifies me. It is not a nice thing for someone to tell you that they are willing to die, to commit suicide just to show you that they love you. I don't think that it is true love. He is someone that is now isolating me from my friends and family. Whenever I want to go out with my friends, he tells me that you cannot go alone unless I am there. Sometimes you will be working on his night shift. So it means that my friends, they have to go out and I will be alone at home. Even when I am alone at home, he is always calling me with video calls. And whenever he calls, he'll be like, switch your camera and show me, are you with anyone? Then I have to do that. Indeed, he's trying to take care of me, but I did not want that to happen as such, because he is also taking too long for him to divorce his wife. And when I tell him to divorce his wife, then he would say, please do not rush me. I am going to do it, not just now. So I don't know if I am supposed to return back and then I get more charms so that he can quickly dump his wife. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.